The new Black Wall Street. Do right, build wealth, real life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
How are you today? This is ERGJ, New Black Wall Street here, your certified financial educator, giving you today here on January 18, 2017, news that you can use. And so we're going through to see what we need to know about what's going on in the market today. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Happy hump day. Let's get this thing cracking. First and foremost, man, we had a wonderful time last night. In case you missed it, we did our oil investment session. Just a wonderful time, man. And I'm glad that for the people that showed up, again, I always talk about there's people that sign up and there's people that show up. So the people that showed up, where we get a lot of great information, got a lot of great feedback. So we'll be looking forward to doing our next session. Last night, we'll be looking to talk about marijuana in 2 weeks. But until then, we've got the stock market game coming up. So you may have missed last night's session, but you still want to start to learn how to build a stock portfolio. You want to compete for cash. That's going to be an opportunity for you to do that there. So I've got my website in the comments or in the links above or below, www.ergj.net. You can just click there. I would advise you to sign up for our money membership. That way you can keep tabs on everything that's going on as far as our classes, our events. But then also you'll see there that we have our upcoming events, and we also have recommended reads as well. So it's a great place for you to get some resources as you try to figure out what works for you and your schedule. So the next thing we have coming up that we are getting people signed up for right now is the fantasy stock market game. It's $20 to sign up. And again, you got an opportunity to compete for cash, but then more so than that, you get an opportunity to learn how to invest. And so that's what it's all about. So go ahead and sign up for that and be with us here as we get going with that. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hey, Nisha, how are you? Thanks so much for tuning in. So what's going on today? You want to be on the lookout for Janet Yellen. So Yellen, the Fed chair Janet Yellen, is scheduled to speak publicly in California on Wednesday today. This event is going to kick off at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Janet Yellen, she may give some clues on what she expects from Trump. She may give some clues or some hints on what she expects as far as interest rates. So Wall Street be watching to see if Yellen drops hints about how the Fed views plans from President-elect Trump to stimulate the U.S. economy and create jobs. Now, we've seen a lot of companies announce that they're bringing some more jobs to the United States, or creating jobs or retaining jobs. Walmart and GM were just reported yesterday that they'll be bringing a couple thousand jobs back to the United States, or retaining jobs in the United States. So Yellen was speaking at immediately after 2 p.m. Release of the Fed's gauge book for January. Earnings today, still in the financial sector. So you got companies like Citigroup, Goldman Sachs releasing the earnings before the bell. So probably within the next hour, we'll hear from them. Investors will look to see if these results match last week's solid reports by J.P. Morgan Chase and Bank of America. And bank stocks have rallied since the election, boosted by expectations of fewer regulations and high interest rates when Trump becomes president. So the big one is going to be Netflix. They plan to release their earnings after the close. Last quarter, Netflix announced they had added 3.6 million subscribers, shattering expectations. And then the company's stock hit an all-time high last week. So it's going to be interesting to see how many more. With Netflix, it's all about subscriptions. So how many more people have signed up for Netflix within the past in the past quarter? Now, here's the deal. We saw the market tumble or take a dip. We saw a lot of the volatility index hit about 55 between fear and greed. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens this morning with these financial companies that's going to be reporting. If you are a swing trader or a day trader, I'd imagine that you probably would have got into the market yesterday before the bell closed, before the closing bell, so that you'd be in position to catch a rise up today. It's hump day today. Yesterday would have been considered the first day of the market. Obviously, we had the long holiday. Typically, after the holiday weekend, it's very, very slow when you have this long layoff period. So this would be a Tuesday for most investors, but it's really Wednesday. So we only had a four-day investing period today. So So I would expect, my personal expectation is to see the financial markets rebound from yesterday. So yesterday would have provided a buying opportunity for people that may have been day traders, swing traders, things like that. So if you're short-term trader, you probably had an opportunity to get into the market before the close of the bell yesterday, seeing that the market was negative or fearful. And if you follow the map of Warren Buffett says, buy, you want to be greedy when others are fearful. Well, yesterday was your opportunity to get greedy, and we'll see if the market rebounds today. But I expect that it will. Hey, good morning, Tyrese. Thanks so much for joining. But you know, that's all things you kind of come across when you start to invest. Wilbur Ross is going to be holding his hearing today. He decide his hearing is today to decide whether to confirm this billionaire investor as the Commerce Secretary. So yesterday, you know, so it was so funny yesterday. So many people are starting to see the hysteria and the comic relief of this cabinet. Davos yesterday, she just bombed. So I will see if Wilbur Ross is a savvy businessman. He'll probably be able to answer and respond accordingly. But that Davos character, who's looking to be over the education department, you know, not looking good for teachers, not looking good for students. If she gets in, she just absolutely shows she does not know what the heck she's doing or talking about. But at any rate, Wilbur Ross today. Ross is known for buying up distressed and failing companies. He made a name for himself, acquiring troubled assets in steel and the coal industry. Those are hints, steel and coal. Energy will probably be making a rebound under the Republicans and under the Trump administration. Those are hints right there that you can find in the news. But his focus more on banks since the 2008 financial crisis. So in this article, just gave us steel, just gave us coal, and just gave us banks. All about trying to find the clues in the news. And these are all three sectors that are looking to rebound under the Trump administration. So Marcel, if you are looking, man, I know you always talk to me about steel. I'll be hitting you up, talking about some of these companies still might do a steel investment session and have you come on. So I'll tag you in this post so maybe you can you'll have a heads up. So anyway, in case you guys don't know, I got a lot of friends. So I try to stick to areas that I'm expert in, and I try to connect to people that are experts in other areas. Tyrese, I know you're watching. Had somebody ask me yesterday about the Forex. Do I talk about Forex? So there's gonna be other opportunities for you guys to come in and introduce some of these concepts to people that I may not necessarily be an expert in. I want to defer to the experts when it comes to things that I am not, that I don't pay attention to much. The Senate hearing for Tom Price, his pick to lead the Houston Human Services is also on Wednesday. Price also has, yesterday we talked about, or 2 days ago we talked about the plan that he has, the proposal that he has to replace Obamacare. So he's the Health and Human Services Department. He's going to be, his confirmation is today, or his hearing is today as well. Price was an orthopedic surgeon and is an ardent critic of Obama's Affordable Care Act. As far as the market is concerned, pretty modal as we move in today. U.S. stock futures are holding steady. European market is mixed in early trading. Asian markets ended the day with varied results. Again, this comes right after the major U.S. indexes yesterday. They took a dip yesterday. So Wall Street is betting that Trump's economic plans will push inflation higher. So new numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics are expected to show that consumer prices rose by about 2% last month compared to the same time last year. This report will be out at 8:30 this morning. So again, big news for the day. Things you want to watch out for is this Wilbur Ross nomination. Is he going to be releasing some of his assets in order to go into in order to be confirmed? Earnings from Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, and Netflix. Netflix after the bell. The financial industries before the bell. So that's what's out tonight. Also, I saw in the news that we have a couple other interesting things as well. There's a woman who sued Trump in New York for defamation over sexual assault denial. So it lost one of about a dozen women who previously accused President-elect Donald Trump of making unwanted sexual advances filed a lawsuit against him in New York on Tuesday, alleging he made false and defamatory statements about her and rejecting the accusation, causing her emotional and economic harm. In Germany, Chancellor Angela Merkel is seeking her fourth term in office, and the anti-immigrant alternative for Germany party expect her to enter the nomination parliament for the first time. So that's looking all the way towards September. And then also I saw something about Snowden, who looks like he's going to stay in Russia. He won't get his passport or something like that for another 3 years. I thought that was pretty interesting, something to look into as well. Of course, as you know, Snowden is supposedly this CIA operative who has leaked information about what goes on behind closed doors. So Snowden, some of you guys probably saw the movie. He is going to be staying in Russia for about another 3 years. All right, so that's what's going on in the news for the most part. Let's see if there's anything else. A lot of times, some stuff just comes up. But anyway, this is the New Black Wall Street, the news that you use heading into Wednesday, January 18, 2017. Again, we've got fantasy stock market game coming up. Make sure you go ahead and sign up for that. You can do that by going to our website at www.ergj.net. And we also have a couple of things coming up as well. In a couple of weeks, we'll be doing our marijuana session, or investment session as well. So stay tuned. What we got going on.
Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We'll see you all there in the next episode of the New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.